I said, we are approaching totality, and just like you can see there from another live picture, you can see from Nashville that we are at totality, if not almost there. So reporting live in downtown Nashville, Josh Tucker, Fox 13 News.
Yeah, so ours hits, our maximum hits at 121 and change.
And we're at 121 now, so in a few seconds.
Right.
But this is Nashville. Look at that. They're minutes away.
They are minutes away, and they will have a total eclipse of the sun. Here in the Mid-South, one thing that's notable, Brittany DeBose was just outside looking at it, and you could hear the crickets chirping like they do at twilight. You know, it's going to get darker. If you're looking outside, you might notice it's a good bit darker than it normally is this time of the day.
So as we sit here, and I'm looking at the clock, Val, and so we're at 121 now, been there for a few seconds. I'm going to have to, I guess we're at peak eclipse for Memphis. Are we at that moment right now? I can't see our countdown clock, so
I can't see it either, but we are at the peak.
We are at the peak.
We're not showing you our picture because it's too cloudy where we are right now. But perhaps we could go live downtown. I know we're trying to get our drone up, and we also have some reporters. I'm curious as to how dark it is outside right now.
Thank you, Joey. We are almost there. We are almost there. It is 1:23, and you can just tell it's getting darker as we speak. Everyone's starting to turn their camera lights on, and we are just seconds away. It is 1:24 now. Now we can almost look up at it right now. In fact, it's 100% totality right now. It is completely dark. I can see stars in the sky. Soon we could probably see the planets. This is just fascinating. I can't even describe to you what I'm looking at right now. The eclipse has totally taken place. We are now at 1:24. The sky is dark. It looks like dust around us. And at this point, the moon is completely encompassing the sunlight. I don't even have my sunglasses or those approved eclipse glasses on right now because I don't need to. This is that one moment that we talked about. That one area was going to be able to go without that. Not in the Memphis area, in the path of totality where I am. And that's how we can actually look at what's going on right now. So at this moment, I'm starting to see a few stars developing in the sky. It's not complete darkness, so it's not as if we're looking at a complete nighttime sky. So I still expect us to have another minute or so before we can actually see this fully take place. But at this point, we are within that 2-minute and 40-second window where the moon is covering the sun. What we're seeing right now is not the sun's surface itself. What we're seeing around the moon is the actual atmosphere of the sun. So we're seeing those bands of the atmosphere, those gases that come around the outside. And that's all we're seeing right now. It's completely blocked out, those sunlights right now. And I'm actually checking to see what kind of shot we're getting. And if you can see what I'm seeing, which I believe you are, it's completely safe for our cameras to view this eclipse at this point. Again, it is a very short 2-minute and 40-second window. I'm looking at my time right now, and it says it is 1:25. So right around 1:26:20, so within the next minute or so, we're going to see this eclipse start to move away. We'll start to see that diamond ring. We'll see those Bailey's beads, which is where we can see the very intricate surface of the moon. And that's where those rays are shining outside those craters and those hills and things that are going around on the moon's surface. So right now, it's the total moment we've all been anticipating over the past several years. We talked about how folks were traveling to the 70-mile swath. This is why. It's just a complete game changer when you're actually seeing the total eclipse of the sun. The moon is completely blocking it, and what we are seeing in Hopkinsville as compared to Memphis is the umbra versus the pre-umbra. The umbra is that darkest part of the moon's shadow as compared to the pre-umbra, which is more so a partial eclipse. And even if it's a difference of 97 to 94%, it's going to make a big time difference on what we can actually see in the sky. And at this point, the 2-minute 40-second moment has passed. The sun is coming back out, and we are going to have to take our cameras off of that because it does not have that protective solar lens. But you witness, folks, that 2-minute 40-second stretch, and the crowd behind me here in Hopkinsville, they are just roaring. This crowd is very excited that they were able to witness that, and I'm so glad our cameras were able to capture that for you. At this point, I think I'm going to have to put these glasses back on because the eclipse is over here at Hopkinsville. What a life-changing event. I'm going to toss it back to Val and Ernie now.
Day where hundreds celebrated what they call Solar Eclipse Day. Shay. Alex, that's right. And I have to say, what a cool experience. There was this kind of sense of community among people as, you know, curious eyes. They looked to the skies. People with Pink Palace told me they estimate about 1,500 people were out here, and they shared with us their stories. Or from your typical mundane Monday.
It was cool.
Exciting time shared by many at the Pink Palace Museum, where some 1,500 people gathered to experience a Super Bowl of sorts in the sky.
This is history. This is my first time seeing a solar eclipse.
Well, I wasn't even born the last time it happened, so this is exciting for me.
The morning started with, once again, those long lines waiting to pick up eclipse glasses, but people stayed upbeat.
Making new neighbors, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this. We should have more solar eclipse.
Families enjoyed looking at the sun through telescopes in giant solar eclipse glasses.
I'm expecting it to be reddish orange and to be very bright.
Many came today with different expectations, but Gary and Diane, who made the trip from Connecticut, were in for a big surprise.
And my husband said, "This is once in a lifetime, we should go." So I looked online and I thought I read that the full totality would be in Memphis. And I booked our flights and our accommodations and got on the plane and saw that it was not.
But you can tell they've stayed positive.
And frankly, I think it's the best mistake I ever made in my life.